Okay, back again. I hope you all are doing superbly well. All right, so right now I just want to um, speak on this very special topic. You know, my topic is the fear of the enemy. Right. So yeah, man, many persons are afraid of the enemy, especially nowadays. Right. So I'm going to give you a scripture that will help in quenching that fear, giving you assurance that God does not want us to be afraid of the enemy, right? He wants us to be afraid of him, but God does not want us to be afraid of him. Okay, so all right, so let me empower you with Philippians 1 verse 28. It says, and in nothing terrified by your and in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of God. So do not be afraid of the enemy. They will come. Sometimes the enemy just launch a sudden attack, right? And you become fearful. Or someone will tell you that they will bring your name to the Obeah or whatever, and you will probably become fearful when you hear that. Right? When you get they will sell all type of dream to get you to be afraid. But do not be afraid. That's what Philippians 1 verse 28 is saying. Do not be terrified by the adversaries. Right? Which is to them when you're sure that you're not afraid. It shows that you know that their end is already or has already been calculated. Right? The enemy is a defeated foe. You know. Right? So that is what Philippians 1 verse 28 is highlighting. And in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of God. So to show the enemies, or to remind the enemies that they are defeated, you stand boldly in Jesus Christ. Learn to pray, learn to pray. You have to learn to pray violently. Right? No, it's not the time for you to be praying like a gentleman. You have to pray, you have to be violent. This scripture says, the kingdom of heaven what? Suffer violence. Right? But the violent take it by force. So you have to be violent in your prayers. So you have to say, you have to pray like this. Let God arise and let his enemies be scattered. Right? Yeah, man, you have to be violent. The enemy responds. When you pray violently, that is what will move him out of his place, shake him up. Right? So just remember that. So do not be afraid. Whatever the enemy, whatever Satan revival is going on in your life, in your surrounding, making you to be afraid of the enemy. Because too much persons are afraid of the enemy. Do not be afraid. Let me just reassure you. Right? You are more than conquerors through Jesus Christ. Okay?